Hello, creative friends. This is Joy. I decided to do an art journal page, and while I was gessoing the page, I decided to put down strips of colored paper towels, which I did not record that piece of it. But afterwards, I stamped the colored paper towels with some flower stamps just to put some pattern on there. And then I didn't like the white areas that were showing, so I got this pattern paper with flowers on it and decided to tear it into strips to cover up the other areas of the white page. I started this journal page some time ago, and it's taken me like 3 weeks to finish the page because with each step I just wasn't completely happy with the way it was turning out. And I finally decided that when I got to the end after 3 weeks that enough is enough, it's done. So even though it's not one of my most favorite pages, I'm okay with it. So for Christmas, my husband got me a Silhouette Cameo machine. And so I took the lion stencil that I hand cut, I think it was last year, and scanned it in and made this smaller stencil from that template, and decided to put that on this page. And this particular page I was doing to create a journal page for my word of the year, which I decided was renew. And here I sprayed black spray on it, but it wasn't really as dark as I would have liked it to have been. So I ended up getting out the black paint and going over it again so it would be a darker image of the stencil. But I decided my word of the year this year would be renew, to indicate, that I want to renew my dedication to my art and creativity, and renew, you know, um, pretty much everything I've got going on with, my life, and just kind of, try to start fresh and start new this year with everything. And so that was the reason why I picked the word renew. And I decided that, just kind of having this image of this lion hanging out there on the page didn't make a lot of sense, so I thought it, needed a little border around it. So I used some of the excess black paint I had left over to put a little frame around him and to clean up some of the edges. I really like the way that the stencil turned out, but I had some difficulty cutting it because the silhouette, when I tried to cut the stencil with the plastic stencil material, the silhouette would not cut through it. Even after going over it several times, it still would not cut through. So I had to find a much thinner plastic to cut the stencil from. And here I'm continuing to use the black paint to put my word on this page. And at this point, this is where I kind of ended up with this page to begin with, and I just felt like, it needed something more, but I wasn't sure what it needed. So I kind of walked away from it and decided that I was going to wait and I guess give it some more thought. So I decided I'd come back the next week and decided, well, maybe if I added some white to it to try to, bring out the word renew, and maybe that would help. And so I did that, but I still was feeling like something was missing, or that it still wasn't exactly what I was looking for. So I ended up kind of leaving it again for another weekend to give it, some more thought. So here I thought, well, maybe if I put some little doodles around the page with the white pen, that would kind of help. But the thing is the doodles weren't really showing up that well against the, colored background. So I came back the next weekend, which is why it took me 3 weekends to finish this, and decided that the white doodles needed some black around them. So I went around all the doodles with a black marker. And although, like I said, this isn't one of my most favorite pages, I decided it was fine. So that is my journal page for this week, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do like to see the videos that I put out, I'd appreciate if you would like or subscribe to my channel. I always enjoy sharing my journal pages and what I do with other artists. So I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.